Yeah.
I have a question now. So now when you're dating a girl at that time,
Yeah.
Is there anyone else who knows?
Well, it was just our friends.
Or like
Mostly.
close friends?
Yeah, like none of my family members knew. Or
Really?
anything. Nah.
I
They could tell from the way I
I
dress.
kind of think like moms.
Yeah.
Forget about dads. Dads at times they lose track. They can't even pay attention to some things. But moms, I think most moms can actually just know.
Tell.
They just because we're talking about somebody who's been carrying you, breastfeeding you, teaching you how to put on shoes, and if there's one person who knows you properly, she could be
my
in
mom.
denial, but
Yeah.
I think all moms know their kids very, very well. Yeah.
Maybe a Niambia, but I know
Wait,
she usually.
till now?
Yeah, till now.
Are you telling me your mom doesn't know
I
you like
mean-
girls right now?
No, not really. She doesn't really know.
How is that even possible? There's no way.
She doesn't really know that. And I don't know how to tell her, but anyway.
Wait. Okay, does your dad know?
No?
That's impossible.
What do you mean?
Come on.
I mean, that's process of letting them know.
All right now.
Yeah.
Okay. This is very interesting. Like aunties, sisters, big sisters.
I nashuku my sister knows.
Come on.
Because
Come on.
I've never said it out loud, like, guys. Yeah.
Okay.
But I know they can tell. Maybe from the way I dress, from the relationships I've had.
Have your sisters seen you maybe just hang out with girls?
My sister knew my girlfriend at the time. So I don't know if she put 2 and 2 together.
There is no way. There is no way. Here's the thing. These people are grown-ups. You have to understand that, first of all. So
Right,
it's
of
just those
course.
ones of like, maybe I can say, maybe as your siblings, you're not close enough to have that conversation yet. Like the way you say,
Actually,
like
yeah.
it's just because of the age gap and any.
Sahi hata ndio tunajuana sasa vizuri.
Really?
Because, nikiwa mtoi, they were just not around. So sahi ndio sasa we're getting to know each other like deeply without judgment and everything.
And this discussion has never come.
It has now it will.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No, that's interesting. And okay, my other question, because I have so many questions, but I have to take them one by one. How did you know? Because even let's say with the relationship that you had with the girl at the time when you're trying to balance church and her, was that like your first girl relationship? Or
Yes.
first relationship?
Yes, it was. It
Also-
was my first.
Also,
Kabisa.
have you ever had a relationship with a
With
guy?
a man. Not for long. I've ever had interactions with guys, yeah. But ile ati we are seriously dating, it has never really ended well with me. Because nafikanga 2 points, I'm like,
No.
you know what?
No, why? Why though?
Yeah. I don't know.
And trust me, for me, I'm just coming from a curious kind of
Yeah.
a point. So,
I've just been more comfortable around
girls,
ladies.
did that develop when maybe you're in high school?
Most probably, I would say so, yes. Because in Rema, it was not really even in my head.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
didn't
trying to
even
think.
know,
You're not paying attention to it.
I would have, oh, she looks pretty and all, but at ile,
Yeah, it's not
it's not
in
in
your
my
head
head.
at in any year.
But then when I went to high school, that's when I was like, okay, there's this thing we can do.
Okay.
And it was...
There's this
but
thing we can do.
I wasn't all... I wasn't ati mrui nikiwa high school, so to speak. Because I didn't nilikuwa CU and all that.
What?
Hey, man. I'm telling you, my
How?
Christian life ilikuwa...
How? Okay.
I was a mess.
So now let me ask. Now if you're in school and you start having this attraction to maybe other girls, and you're saying like, okay, this is not just like the normal attraction. They say like compared to primary, this is kind of different.
Yeah.
This is somebody that I see myself like actually maybe dating.
Right.
And just doing co-curriculars with. But so you know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to say, like now, if you're in this situation and you still have like your strong Christianity background, doesn't the Bible like now give you that backbone? It's like, hey, wait, no, these feelings are not supposed to be felt.
So, yes, it does. And I never really even paid attention to what it says about homosexuality. Because me in my head, I just wanted to know God. I wasn't really actually there with this mindset. Okay, yeah, I wanted the gay to go away.
Yeah.
But
you're praying for it to go away. Every time the Bible, it's like, okay, God, please. Please.
You know? So it wasn't really in my head, or maybe it was unconsciously, I don't know. But it wasn't really I never really thought... what I really ilikuwa inani stress when I was in Christianity ilikuwa to the drinking part of it. Nilikuwa tu naomba guy.
But was the drinking like an age phase? It was like now out of control? Because like teenagers maybe just experimenting or drinking with other people.
Yeah, it was just an age phase. Because like after before high school, nata nikiwa high school nilikuwa very indoors, like sikuwa naenda hadi nilikuwa nachukuliwa shule napelekwa home so hiyo matatu kwenda kila mahali sikuwa najua so after high school I was like ile kunywa naenda
because the excitement
yes I was so naive and it kind of out of spiral at some point.
Okay.
Because the peer pressure becomes a lot. You want your friends always with you, around you, nini. So
and I think that's something that a lot of like just, I don't know whether it's girls mostly go through that, but that's what I've noticed maybe from like, let's say your generation.
Yes.
That's something that I've seen that's very common. Like
your friends are like your influencers. You understand?
And it's like those ones of ride or die. Yes. Somebody makes that phone call.
You're there.
You're out.
You don't care.
Nope.
Money spent. Nothing.
Just having a good time, you and your friends. Now, just a question before we flip back to this.
Yeah, sure.
Those friends that you were drinking with at that time when, you're in that cafes where, like, you don't want to let go of your old friends, and you're drinking, having fun, high school, new life. Are you still friends with them?
Some of them.
Some of them.
Some of them. But it's not the same.
It's not, right?
Yeah. Tunasema hi, we should meet, go for lunch. We sometimes do, but it's not the same.
And I think I've talked to like maybe 3-4 people who are like in Gen Z about that same thing. I'm like, I think friendships are special, but also understand like, if that's the situation that you think that's friendship, that's not friendship.
Right.
It's not. Because life comprises of so many other different things.
You're right.
Of course, blacking out, waking up and doing it again, over and over again, maybe wrong decisions here and there. But after a while, you kind of just outgrow each other. Not in a bad way, but now you start looking at life. It's like,
life becomes more personal,
More personal.
Yeah.
And now you have to think of
yourself, your life,
future,
your career, your everything, Yeah.
If bills are about to come in, all those things, you'll outgrow them. So it's you just give it a bit of time. But I think the unfortunate part is like when people who are stuck in that.
Yeah.
And if you're stuck in that,
it's crazy.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
It's horrible because you waste a lot of time. You would have done amazing things. Sometimes that's me. I usually think that because I was active a bit, like back in kitambo kiasi after high school, I was really active in doing photography here and there, nini. But you see, now because of this other lifestyle, you're just hauna energy the right things, the necessary things, and you catch up later when maybe you would have grown, into something.
Have grown. And especially I think that's the age. I'm always trying to tell people, like, I keep saying, like, I'm in the millennial side.
Yeah.
Like the age that you can learn so much. That's that gap when you're trying to you've just finished school. opportunities are there. Even people are ready to tell you, like, yo, you want to learn something, come through.
Yeah.
But I think now if you're stuck with people who just want to drink, and it's a phase, but unfortunately, if you're young and you can be able to like just try and fight that stage and just
fight it.
Yeah, and just
focus on yourself.
Yeah.
I would actually advise that.
Yeah.
After high school, just please focus on yourself. Because you might stay in school for 10 years.
And it happens to people. Or even maybe, let's say you do school, but even after you finished, you're still like confused about like, okay, do I really want to pursue this? Is this really what I wanted?
Yeah.
Now you want to backtrack again.
Yeah.
Which you can with time, but understand like all the time you've wasted. If this is something that you had started doing, you left it up or candle.
Yeah.
But it's a sensitive stage because that's what breaks or makes you.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what breaks or makes you.
And I learned that.
You learned that,
Heavily.
right? Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I think I lost a lot of good opportunities because I was not even into myself. You understand?
Yeah.
And no regrets or anything because I've learned, I've grown. But people in that age I don't know why we just make our friends number one, everything. Our peers, our euphoric kind of feeling. We just put it number one. You understand? And we forget ourselves, kabisa. So I mean, there are no timelines in this life. You can be successful at whatever age, but don't waste your youth like that. At least try to focus on yourself and your goals and your career and all that.
I mean, that's something good to hear from someone from your generation, because I think not so many people. I think peer also like denial, just being stuck in a fantasy world where you think.
Yeah, and it dies.
It does.
It dies. Suddenly you're 28 and you have no family and you have no friends.
The crazy thing about life is like, that's the thing. It's no matter how much. And I think that's why, like, even I keep saying it on the podcast, I understand why, like, for, let's say, older women, it's very hard for them to advise slightly younger girls. Because they know when they were at that age, they know that feeling that nobody can tell me shit right now. Yo, I'm young, I'm free, I'm nini, my body's on point, all those things, So I think it's for them. So, and most women, you'll always notice they're always like, no, just leave her alone.
Yeah, we at a growth.
Yeah, at a growth. She will learn.
Yes.
At that time, as a guy, you're freaking out. You're like, what? That's your daughter. Hey, can't you even? Yes. And then she's just like, no, just leave her. And it's just because they know as women, like, we were also at that age. So if she's smart enough, she'll break through. If she's not smart enough now, unfortunately now, she'll just end up as like the other statistics. Okay, so now, like, let's go back to like now, because of course we just have to discuss this sexuality thing, right?
Yes.
Now we're talking about that place where you realize you like girls, but then you still have this strong backbone for Christianity.
Yeah.
That's something that can you even discuss that with church people? Like, hey, I like girls, and
it's a taboo still. It's still a taboo, honestly. And pastors I've had speak about it. Thank you. But they still like speak about it from this angle where they're judging this sin, kabisa. You understand? They don't really care where it's coming from.
Yeah.
No,
it's just because I can picture a pastor already when you're trying to express yourself and tell them like, okay, pastor, this is how I'm feeling. But I rebuke you.
Can you imagine going to Pastor Nganga and saying, hey, Pasi, I'm struggling with this thing. Hey, you guy. Anza kukwambia iko mtu hapa.
First they have to shame you kwanza in front of the congregation first
of all. Iko mtu hapa ananiambia story ya. Itakuwa noma.
Ebu mfungue Instagram. Look for this name.
Man.
Yeah, so
it's still a taboo, and pastors have had speak about it. There are very few who speak about it from a perspective of wanting to heal you and show you who God really is. There are very few, almost none.
But now, like, where is your stance? Because let's say, because I know we've been told, like, we have to at times we either interpret the Bible through the pastor, or you get like your own interpretation, like according to you, because now I know for a fact you've grown up like with a proper Christian background.
Yes.
You've loved going to church, discovering God and stuff. And how do you put that and you like being in a like it's the best word. The best word. Being part of like, let's say, LGBTQ community. I can say that, right?
Yes.
Or I can't say that.
You can.
I can, right?
Yes.
Would you say you're in that community, or you're not, or you're in between Pia maybe? I would just like to know.
I would say I am there, because like right now, currently, I feel like I'm having this transition of acceptance and growth, and just really focused on me. You understand? So I am very queer. Yeah, clearly, like niko kwa hiyo transition to putting myself out there. Like it is what it is. But, and yeah.
No. Finish.
Okay, like
what you're saying is more important than whatever I'm saying. Trust me.
If I meet God through this path I'm on, then well and good. Like I feel like I'm deconstructing my faith, and I feel there's nothing wrong with it. I just want to discover things for myself.
Yeah, because it's not like you're out here killing people over the weekend.
I'm not.
See, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
And such people should know that. You can still be friends with us, but we're not in gangs, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not like you're a bad person.
Yeah. I'm still the same still.
What did I want to ask now before I forget? Just being in... Okay, how many relationships have you had? Like
serious relationships?
Yeah.
The one I had, that was number 1. The one I have right now is number 2.
Oh, okay. Yes. Do you miss the person from the first relationship?
Wait, you need trick question.
It's not. It's not. There's some exes I miss, but I'm just like, but that bitch is evil. Evil. I do miss them. Yeah. I do miss some. Like I've had relationships where I'm like, hey, yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. Yes. But then I'm like, but still, it was a good relation, but that bitch is evil.
Yes, I
like
understand.
Such things. So
I mean, 5 years is not mchezo, of course.
Yeah.
That's someone you'll probably never forget. I don't think I'll ever forget that relationship. True. But
because even maybe it gave you a base identity of like how you're now maybe loving or dating like the next person, or situations maybe that you've been in, right?
Yes, for sure. We still talk though.
Oh, you still talk?
Once in a while. Hi. I mean, yeah.
Okay, now I want to ask you this, because as a guy, how do you deal? Because like if you ask any guy, just dealing with women can be, listen.
Hey.
We take it with a grain of salt. It's a roller coaster. So, so I'm just trying to imagine. Because even at times when I meet like a group of women who are friends, I'm always like, okay, first of all, the two of you, yes, you're friends. But can you see yourself like even dating? She's like, no. This is my friend, but no way. No way I can date her. Like I wouldn't.
It's an emotional roller coaster, my guy. You have to be...
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a lot of lessons, and you kind of grow emotionally. You know how to deal with things, Unajua venye madem tunakuanga na my issues mingi tu yani we are so petty and all that. So yeah.
Petty is an understatement. It's those ones of like... Also, the only thing right now, it's like, because now I know you can relate to what as we go through. I'm just like, at times you just need peace.
Yep, exactly.
At times you just need peace.
So finding that chile who will ride with you and is understanding, akona goals, anajua kenya anadai, that's all that, me naonanga tu hiyo ndio inani keep going. Because so ukikuwa na msee, hakupe hiyo peace ka venye you're saying, that's no. Yeah.
Now, being in that cause, of course, we have to explore sexuality, right?
Right.
Just when, let's say you're picking someone you're dating, being like in a lesbian relationship, what kind of girls would you say you're more attracted to? I'm not saying you've dated people. No.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, like, what would be like your...
two girls.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. That's why I have to clarify that first.
Yes.
I'm saying, like, what would be like your type of girl, like when you're picking like a girl? You want a girl who's like super feminine,
I see
girly,
what you mean.
you know?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Or now, because now I don't know how you're supposed to pick being like in your situation. Would you go for somebody who's also like tomboyish or super cute and pretty, you know, those ones?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you go for?
I go for more feminine energy. Kukwana tomboy.
TIC.
Z. Thanks. Okay. As in it's just awkward to me. I'm not disputing stud to stud. Kila mtu ako na njia zake, but for me, man, hapana.
Why?
Ni weird tu nikaa tu niko na boy sasa siniende tu.
No, but it's not a boy though.
Okay, it's not
right?
a boy,
yeah.
but I mean, okay, I don't know. STEM is okay. Like, don't
What's
be...
that? No.
See, it's stud and femme. So STEM.
That's in between.
Yes, like you can do both. You can switch. Leo unavaa kama, you know.
Oh,
you
yeah.
understand? And then tomorrow you're really girly. That's okay to me. But like, ile constant, yani stud. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
But I'm open. I don't know. You never know. Never say never.
No, yeah. You never know, because imagine after the podcast and then the next time I meet you, like...
I'm with a stud.
Yeah, I'll be like...
a fellow stud.
You lied to me. You lied. You lied. So I think that's also interesting.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I have to explore everything, you know, because people in the podcast always ask. Now, of course, if you don't want to answer...
Sure.
That's up to
Have
you.
you ever gotten a no? Like,
from the podcast?
Like, ukiuliza mse swali alafu aseme, you're Z.
I know people say Z, but I have to ask so that somebody not in the comments for somebody to come and try and ask me like, why? But why didn't you ask? Why didn't you ask? But how's the sexual life of just being like in a lesbian relationship? And I'll tell you why I'm asking. Because like also, let's say as a guy, like if you've noticed, like from my previous snippets of last week, I said 1 out of 5 women in Nairobi, they're either bipolar or bisexual, right? And that's just a fact. Mpaka I was like, in the comments, people are like, hey, Mpaka I was like, tell me if I'm wrong. And all the women are like, enyewe, by the way. Because I just felt the silence, and then I was like, okay, there you go now. There you go. Yeah. So I'm not leaning. So I've had like probably, let's say, girls who, let's say, you know, like if I'm linking up with a girl, she's like, yo, can I come with my friend? Be like, yeah. And, you know, they still do like the whole girl on girl thing and everything. Yeah. But how's like just like sexual activity between like two chiles? One, you'd consider yourself like a stud, right?
Yeah.
So the other one would be femme.
A soft stud.
A soft stud.
Yeah, I wouldn't say, you know.
So now I don't even. Now you see you're confusing. Now I've just learned about STEM and then you said soft stud.
You really didn't know what a STEM is?
I don't.
Wow.
I don't.
You really are.
I don't. It's crazy by that. I really don't. But funny enough, I've linked up with girls who like are in a relationship like lesbians. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was just strange to me because I was hitting on one of the femme, and she came up with like, you know, I think she came with a soft stud.
Okay.
So you
soft
know,
stud is just like you're not full on manly.
Or you're kind of like you still
like give
even
space for your feminine
energy. Because I can see it kind of in you.
Yes.
And still see like the I kind
of
understand. Yeah. See, education. But now